Hello and welcome to another video from me, Rough Swordsman, Wargamer. It's an open the box and it's an unboxing of an expansion from a series by James M. Day, and it is MBT BAOR British Army of the Rhine tank-to-tank combat in 1987 Germany, an MBT game expansion, and great cover art there by Eric Williams. So what's all this about? The tanks are poised for action. Their commanders confer one final time. They await your orders. So an important note, of course, in order to play this expansion, you will need a copy of the basic MBT game. The BAOR expands the NATO forces, focusing on the British Army of 1987. Included are the Chieftains, Challenger 1, Warrior, Scimitar, Scorpion, Striker, the Lynx AH-1 attack helicopter, Tornado GR-1 and Harrier GR-3 aircraft, and a number of other units including infantry and their various anti-tank weapons. The new map boards include unique terrain features, including a motorway, power grid station and a storage tank farm. The playbook outlines the table of organisation and equipment for the British mechanised forces of the period. The 10 scenarios showcase the British Army and cover the range of action between Northag, the Northern Army Group, British Forces, and the Soviet GSFG Group of Soviet Forces Germany, forces on the North German Plain. So here we are, example of one of the maps and the counters. So, game contents. 4 double-sided 10 by 27 inch geomorphic map boards, 8 map boards in total, 3 full-colour counter sheets, 10 full-colour data cards, 1 die and 1 playbook. Game scale, of course, is individual tanks, vehicles, towed guns and aircraft, infantry squads, half squads and sections. Players 2 or more. Time 15 seconds to 15 minutes. Map 100 meters per hex and ages 14 plus. Game design, of course, James M. Day. Art director Roger B. McGowan. The usual crew of executive producers. Production coordinator is Tony Curtis, and a few people involved in the counter art. We've got Pete Abrams, Darius Bruaseski, apologies for that if I got it wrong, James M. Day, and Mark Simonich. The map art is Charles Kibler. Cover painting, as mentioned earlier, Eric Williams. Package design and logo, Roger B. McGowan. And on the game meter, complexity is 6 out of 9, and the solitaire suitability is also 6 out of 9. Right, let's get the shrink wrap off. The shrink wrap is off. And I'm going to say again, fantastic box cover art there. Right, let's open the box. So we have some plastic bags and some data cards. We'll have a quick look at those later. D10. And here are the maps, which we'll get out and show you in a moment. I want to look at the playbook. It's 40 pages, full colour and matte paper. So table of contents, introducing the units and the train features. Some of the counters that are new to this expansion. Lots of extra information in these games. And then we're into the scenarios. So won't show you them in detail, but just give you an idea. If you have main battle tank MBT, then you know what this is all about. So lots to be getting on with here. There we are. That's the playbook. Next we have 3 counter sheets. Here's the first of those counter sheets. We've got some chieftains here, scorpions, Spartans down the bottom, and on the other side, challengers, warriors, and some strikers. Here's counter sheet 2. We've got the leaders, British, Americans, and Soviet, tornadoes, and the helicopters, some turret counters, and here are the infantry. And up here I'll put a link to my unboxing for MBT, which goes into a little bit more detail about what's on the counters and that. And here's the other side. And the last counter sheet with some admin counters and American and Soviet tanks. And the other side. Next we've got the data cards, which contain all the information you need for attacking with the tank and its defensive capabilities. And these are all British cards. Obviously you'd use the ones in the core game for the Americans and the Soviets. But we've got the chieftain, and they're double-sided. On the other side we've got a challenger, so striker, Spartan, ferret, and a tracked rapier, some artillery batteries here. Ooh, crikey. Here's the tornado, GR1, and the Harrier, good old Harrier, and so on. And here's one for the squads, half squads, and sections. And there we are, the Lynx helicopter. Last thing to look at are the maps. They're printed on quite thick cardstock, but you'll probably need a bit of plexi under them. Geomorphic, of course. This is number 19. Here's the other side, map 20. Here's map 21, which consists of 2 hills. Here's map 22. We've got some sort of industrial plant smack in the middle there. Map 23. This has got some motorways on it by the looks of it. And the other side, map 24. Here's the last map board. This is number 25, with a residential area in the middle. And on the other side, map 26, nice open area with some forests and stuff in the middle. That's everything in the box. So there we are, a quick open the box, an unboxing of an expansion for MBT. MBT, BAOR, British Army of the Rhine, tank-to-tank combat in 1987 Germany. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and you found it interesting. If you did, and you haven't done so already, it would be great, as I always say, if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Really does help. Pushing the like button of the video, the thumbs up, helps tremendously as well. And if you want to be informed of other content the channel uploads, then push the bell. Leave a comment. I've not actually got this on the channel yet. I do have a playthrough of its sister game, Panzer, and if you haven't checked that out yet, I'll leave a little link up the top there for that as well. But tell me what you think, because I love to read your comments. Thanks as always to my subscribers. Thank you so much. And as always, just a quick plug, if you want to support the channel a little further, you can buy the channel a coffee, and there's a link in the description for that, or you can push the super thanks button, either of which really helps the channel to keep ticking along. So if you decide to do one of those, thank you. Right then, until the next video, as always, you take care and goodbye.